Are you ready to tackle the toughest interview questions for an insurance commissioner? In this video, you'll learn the top 5 interview questions with example answers to boost your confidence and preparation. Stay tuned to discover how to approach a scenario where a major insurance company in your state is facing insolvency. Here's a question that delves into your leadership and mentoring skills. Have you ever mentored a junior staff member? What advice or guidance did you provide related to insurance regulation? Interviewers use this to gauge your ability to transfer knowledge and foster growth in others while focusing on critical industry regulations. To craft a strong response, start by choosing a mentoring experience that showcases both your leadership qualities and deep knowledge of insurance regulation. Next, highlight a specific insurance regulation topic you focused on, demonstrating your expertise. And finally, describe the tangible impact your guidance had on the junior staff member's development, showing the real-world benefits of your mentorship. Let me show you how to put this together.
I mentored a junior analyst who was struggling with understanding the nuances of state-specific insurance compliance. I organized weekly sessions where we reviewed recent regulatory updates and their implications on our operations. Through these discussions, she became adept at identifying compliance gaps, and within months, she independently flagged a potential compliance issue that saved us from a significant penalty.
Let's dive into how innovation can tackle regulatory challenges head-on. Let's delve into a question about innovation in regulation. Describe a time when you introduced an innovative solution to a regulatory challenge in the insurance sector. Interviewers ask this to gauge your ability to think creatively and effectively within the constraints of regulatory frameworks. When crafting your answer, keep these strategies in mind. First, identify a regulatory challenge unique to your jurisdiction or market. This demonstrates your deep understanding of local nuances. Next, detail how you leverage technology or innovative processes to address the challenge without compromising compliance. And importantly, highlight measurable impacts, such as improved compliance rates or reduced processing times, to show the tangible benefits of your solution. Here's what a strong answer sounds like.
Facing a new data privacy regulation, our team had to ensure compliance across multiple platforms. I introduced a blockchain-based solution to securely store and manage customer data, which streamlined our processes and ensured real-time compliance checks. As a result, we reduced compliance audit times by 30% and increased stakeholder confidence in our data security measures. This experience taught me the importance of integrating emerging technologies to stay ahead of regulatory demands.
Next up, we explore your leadership in tough regulatory times. Now, let's delve into a scenario-based question. Can you describe a time when you had to lead a team through a difficult regulatory challenge in the insurance industry? Interviewers ask this to gauge your leadership under pressure and your understanding of complex industry regulations. When tackling this question, keep these insights in mind. To start, pinpoint the specific regulation that posed the challenge, whether it was new data privacy laws or sudden compliance changes. Next, highlight any innovative strategies you employed to guide your team through the issue. Creativity can be as critical as compliance. And finally, discuss how you balance regulatory requirements with ongoing business objectives, demonstrating a nuanced understanding of both sides. Here's what a strong answer sounds like.
In my previous role, we faced a significant challenge when new data privacy regulations were introduced. As the team lead, I initiated a detailed compliance audit to identify gaps, then organized training sessions to ensure everyone understood the new requirements. By implementing a cross-departmental task force, we streamlined communication and ensured that all departments were aligned. This proactive approach not only brought us into full compliance ahead of schedule, but also optimized our data management processes, resulting in a 20% reduction in data retrieval time.
Congratulations, you're halfway through. You've tackled mentorship, innovation, and leadership. Let's keep the momentum going. You're learning the questions, but knowing them isn't enough. Mock Interview Pro builds an insurance commissioner preparation plan. You practice answering out loud, get real feedback, and sit through a mock interview that feels like the real thing. Link in the description. Now here it is, the question we warned you about. How do you handle a major insurer on the brink? Here's a challenging question. How would you handle a scenario where a major insurance company in your state is facing insolvency? This question is designed to gauge your crisis management skills and your ability to protect policyholders while navigating complex financial situations. To tackle this question effectively, start by immediately assessing the company's financial health to understand the scope of the insolvency. Next, prioritize clear communication with all stakeholders, especially policyholders, to maintain trust and transparency. And finally, consider innovative restructuring options, not just traditional receivership, to safeguard policyholder interests while stabilizing the market. Let me show you how to put this together.
When faced with a potential insolvency of a major insurer, I would first conduct a thorough financial assessment to determine the extent of the issue. I would then establish open lines of communication with stakeholders, particularly policyholders, to provide assurance and transparency about the situation. Concurrently, I would evaluate all available options, including innovative restructuring solutions, to stabilize the company while protecting policyholders' interests. This approach not only aims to resolve the immediate crisis, but also ensures the long-term stability of the insurance market in our state.
Finally, let's talk about handling controversy in decision-making. Ready? Let's dive into a question about handling controversy in insurance regulation. If faced with a situation where a proposed insurance regulation is controversial, how would you proceed with the decision-making process? This question helps interviewers understand your approach to balancing various viewpoints while maintaining regulatory integrity. To craft a compelling answer, start by engaging key stakeholders early. Identify who could be impacted by the regulation and involve them in discussions to gather a full range of perspectives. Next, use data-driven analysis. Reference specific studies or statistics that illuminate the potential effects of the regulation, offering a well-rounded understanding. Finally, communicate transparently by explaining your decision-making process clearly to both industry professionals and the public. This builds trust and ensures clarity. Here's what a strong answer sounds like.
When I faced a controversial regulation proposal on flood insurance premiums, I first engaged with key stakeholders, including consumer advocacy groups and insurance providers, to understand their concerns and insights. I then conducted a thorough analysis using recent climate data and economic impact studies to evaluate the regulation's implications. Finally, I held a public forum to transparently communicate our findings and decision-making process, which helped mitigate concerns and fostered a constructive dialogue.
Your interview is coming. Stop preparing alone. Mock Interview Pro builds an insurance commissioner preparation plan that adjusts to your timeline. Even if your interview is this week, it focuses on what matters most. Targeted practice, AI feedback, and a live mock interview so you walk in calm and clear. Start your preparation plan now. Link in the description. In this video, you explored essential skills for the insurance commissioner role, including mentoring junior staff in regulation, introducing innovative solutions, leading through challenges, handling insolvency, and navigating controversial regulations. Remember, your ability to adapt and lead in dynamic situations sets you apart. If you found this video helpful, consider subscribing for more insights. You've got this.